Okay. So I'm going to share with you guys something that really frustrated me today. Get ready for this story time.
Girl, I really need you in my life now. When you put it on me, girl, it's man down. I know he nothing like me, tell him pipe down. Know he nothing like me, tell him pipe down. Baby, you can swing my way. You know I don't play no game. Fighting good, girl, I'ma grip on your waist. Waist.
You guys, let me just tell y'all, when it comes to Africa, have you ever talked to anybody that moved here and they say, Africa will help you with patience. It will help bring out lots of patience and just help you to just let go. Baby. So I feel like that's honestly with every foreign country. It's going to be different. So you're going to learn patience because it's not the same as what you're used to. But then, this is not Mexico, people, okay? I'm in Africa. So the foreign emphasis on the foreign, okay? Like it's foreign as fuck over here, right? Okay. I'm trying to control my face expressions cause really? Okay. So my laundry ladies have been playing games with me, right? And I don't like to play games. So I needed to get clothes washed because we're leaving for town very soon. And I need clothes washed by today. So I go to this laundry center down the street from my house. We carry the clothes and I say, hey, pre, okay, ready, maintenant. Okay, ready maintenant. That means ready now, okay? And so I'm like, ready now, ready today, maintenant, today, okay, prêt today. And he says, oui, c'est bon. Prêt today, prêt 2 hour. Okay, we're talking about my clothes. We're pointing at the clothes. We're dealing with clothes, and he's telling me it's gonna be ready in 2 hours. Okay, that the clothes gonna get washed in the washing machines in 2 hours. So he's like, I'm gonna call you when the clothes is done, and you're gonna come back up here and pick up your ready clothes in 2 hours because they're gonna be ready in 2 hours. Okay. So I bring my kids. I bring my homeboy. We was already on our way somewhere, but luckily he was there to translate, right? So we get to the place. Why this man got 2 loads of wet ass clothes? Why is the clothes wet? Why is the clothes in the bag wet? Why is it 2 loads of wet clothes? Huh? I'm like, let's get this, right? Let's get this done. Go to touch the clothes. The clothes is wet. I'm like, gran. Do. Okay? Now I'm talking in Wolof. Do. Okay? Dalor, this is water. It's wet. Dude is like telling my homeboy that he didn't know that I wanted them dried. He's like, he didn't know that I wanted them dried because I said I needed them now, like in 2 hours. And even though they could have got dried in 2 hours, also he just said like, I don't really know. Like I still don't. They was just like, hey, we didn't understand that you wanted them dry. And I was just like, but you understand that I wanted them ready, and wet clothes is not ready. Wet clothes is not ready. Like wet clothes are non-ready clothes and dry clothes are ready clothes. So we're standing here and they're so sweet. They're being so kind. And they're just trying to be so helpful. And my homeboy is like, bruh. And I'm like, can you tell them that this doesn't make sense? Because he may have not, we didn't discuss, I didn't know there was an extra price for the drying, and he didn't know that I wanted the drying. But what he did know was that I wanted them clothes ready. And how could you possibly think that the clothes are going to be ready if they wet? And my homeboy, shout out to Rod. My Scorpio day one, because he is so calm and he does not want confrontation ever. And he just like, bruh, like he just looking at me like, just pay the rest of the money and just get. And I'm like, okay, you know, he knows I'm irritated. He knows I'm irritated because the way because I'm talking and I'm telling him this is irritating. But to them, I'm like, because I can see that they don't understand why there's a problem. And it wasn't about the money. It wasn't about the money at all. Like, that's why I was just like trying not to, you know, you just want to understand. You know, that's my thing. I want to understand. So I was just like, but how? So I'm just like, could you just ask him how? Can you just ask him how did, because the dude was like, miscommunication. I'm like, there really wasn't that much miscommunication, bro. You knew that I needed them ready, and you gave me wet clothes, and that means that they're not ready. They're ready when they dry. And I was just trying not to give my face expressions. So, you know, of course, I ended up paying the rest of what it cost. So, because this is the thing. This is how this happens. And this is why I say, like, when people come here, like, you can get frustrated if you want. You can get frustrated. Sure, you have the right to be frustrated. But you have to get over that shit. Because this is not your fucking country. And you can't change how countries are operated. You can't come to somebody's place, space, and city, and, you know, country, and tell them how to change how they do shit. To them, it's normal to just wash clothes. The majority of people in Senegal, and I think most of the entire continent, because it be so hot, the majority of people do not get dryers. There's dryers here, of course. Of course, there's people that have homes with dryers in them. But I'm saying that because it's so hot, you don't even want, like, you barely even want to cook in the daytime inside the house. So because it gets so hot, it's very normal for people to wash and then to hang up their clothes. So he was thinking that I was so urgent with it that I just wanted to hurry up and get them washed until I can go home and hang them up. And I'm thinking, like, how the fuck do you think that some clothes is ready when they ain't dry? Because where I'm from, we not even putting no clothes in the washer. If we ain't gonna dry them, then, you know, there's no point of us even putting them in the washer. When we think wet clothes, we think mildew. Because our homes don't come with liner, you know, things to hang up our clothes. Every store doesn't have clips and, you know, these gadgets for you to hang your clothes up with, because that's not a normal thing where I'm from. So, you know, I'm standing there and I'm just trying to be so cool, and Rod is looking at me like, Dayla, just fucking say the thing. And I'm like, okay, but can you ask him, why do he think that the clothes is ready when they wet? Like, and I just had to calm myself down, and I just had to realize, like, in this moment that, okay, that this doesn't make sense for me because of where I'm from and what I'm used to, but this makes sense for them. So I'm here. This is my home now. So, you know, I have to understand that when I'm going to go to a laundry center, which I've only done once. I've only taken my blanket to the laundry center and picked it up the next day. But other than that, I have laundry women that come and wash my clothes and iron and fold them. So this was my first time, you know, experiencing this. So now I know that when I go to the laundry center, I need to specify that I want them washed and dried. And maybe it's not every single laundry center here, but I'm saying that the way that he calculated what I wanted based off of what I told him, it made sense for the culture here. For us, you know, and for me, it was like, how the fuck is... He want me to put the clothes, like, I'm like, and you know, your mind, your subconscious could be thinking so many things in your mind. So while I'm talking and I'm trying to be like cool with my face expressions, I'm imagining me and my kids like walking down the street with wet clothes in a bag. Like, I'm like, it's making me more frustrated, you know? So I'm just like, bruh, like, the fuck, how did you misunderstand this? How did you, you know? But it makes sense. It makes sense. It is perfectly normal for people to go to the laundry center and get their clothes washed so that they don't have to do all of the labor and then just hang them up on the rooftop. So, what's up, clothes? So, can you shut the door, please?
Was this no eyes ripped?
No, it wasn't. We'll talk about it in a second. Can you shut the door, please? So yeah, I just wanted to share this with you guys because it was a matter of me just really having to control myself in my expressions and having to have understanding for living in a new culture. And could you stop fake crying? And so I hope that this was eye-opening and a good story for a lot of you guys that are wanting to move here to the continent. I hope that it just kind of gives you guys a little glimpse into some of the things that, you know, most of the issues that we have when we move to a foreign country or when we move to a place as foreign as Africa, it's a culture difference. It's just a culture difference. There's simply things that you cannot try and control and make someone do things like you're used to doing and understand how you do it, how you speak, how you know, whatever. So that's really all it is. But yeah, I was frustrated as fuck. I was like, I didn't even have any words. Like,
I see you in the moonlight dancing, yeah. Only need one chance, girl, right here. One night stand, please don't have fear.